Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today is Monday, July 13th, 2020. And hope you guys all had a great weekend. And I'm excited to announce my new series. In this series, we are going to be going state by state, doing an analysis over each state. So I did this with Alaska, but it wasn't really part of the series. So this is like the first official state that is part of the series. So yeah, we'll look at polls from 2020. We'll look at the 2016 results. We'll look at who will most likely win the state. And then we're also going to put it on a map at the end, state by state, so that we can get to do the series. I'll probably do this probably every other day is what I'm thinking. So we're probably going to do 2 states per episode. So today we're going to kick it off with the states of Montana and Texas. So let's go ahead and start with the state of Texas. So here are the 2016 results. Donald Trump won the state of Texas in 2020 by 9% over Hillary Clinton. So yeah. But now Texas is turning more and more Democrat, and it will most likely be a Democratic state by 2024. But if not in 2024, then for sure by 2028. So yeah. So it did go to Donald Trump, and right now it is looking very close. It's going to be one of the closest states in this election. It has not gone to a Democratic candidate in a presidential election since 1976, I believe. But right now, it is turning more and more Democrat. It could go to Joe Biden, but it's going to be very close. So let's look at some Texas polls for the 2020 election. Texas will definitely be a swing state in this election. So here are the polls that were just added yesterday. From YouGov, they have Trump up by just 1%. University of Texas has Biden up by 5%. In another poll done by the University of Texas has Biden with a 5% lead. So Biden, could definitely take Texas. It's going to be very close. Some polls show Donald Trump, but all of them can agree that it is very close and it will come down to a small margin. So right now, Real Clear Politics, they have Texas as a tie. That's how close Texas is in this election. Quinnipiac has Trump up by 1%, Fox News, Biden by 1% in Texas, University of Texas, Trump up by 4%, DMN, Biden up by 5%, CBS News, Trump by 1%, and Real Clear Politics is calling it a tie. Texas will definitely be very close. Texas is going to be a very close state. I'm thinking it will come down to 3 or 4%. It's definitely going to be a too close to call state. But my prediction for the state of Texas and where I think Texas will go, I think that it will go to Donald Trump. But I do think that Trump will win it by 4 or 5%. I think Texas will be the closest it has ever been in a presidential election. I think that it will definitely become a Democratic state, but I think right now it's too early. So, I'm going to pull up an interactive map here. But I think that Donald Trump will be able to take the state of Texas, but by a very small margin. So I believe that Texas will go to Donald Trump. Texas is going to be very close. If we look at Texas from past elections, you'll see how close it's going to be. So Texas is going to be one of the closest that it has been in a presidential election. It is going to be very close, and it will eventually go to the Democrats. So our next state in this episode is the state of Montana. So let's look at Montana 2016 results. Montana is a Republican state. Montana's not worth that many delegates. It's only worth 3. But, it's still a key state, and it would be a huge pickup for Joe Biden. So Donald Trump won the state by 21% in 2016. And it looks like he will, be able to take it again. But, it's getting closer. It's another state that is getting closer. Let's pull up some polls here, but it's a state that is definitely getting closer. And Montana will, is another state that could definitely become a swing state. I don't think it's a swing state in this election, though. Real clear politics has Trump up by 9%. There has not been a lot of polling data for the state of Montana, but there has been a few. Most of them do have Donald Trump in the lead. On the poll average, Trump leads by about 11%. Trump has about an 11% lead in Montana. This new public policy poll that came out today has Trump up by 9%, and he took the state by 21%. So that's how close Montana is getting. Montana is another state that will likely become Democrat by 2028. The University of Montana has Trump up by 14%. Montana State University has Trump up by 5%. Another University of Montana poll has Trump up by 22%. And another poll that was done for them last October had Trump up by just 7%. But Montana will most likely go to Donald Trump. But it's another state that is probably going to become Democrat. I believe that, let's make my prediction for Montana. I believe that Montana will go to Donald Trump. But I believe that it will be close. I think Trump takes it by 11-12% in this election, but I can agree that it will most likely go to him. But it just shows how close that Joe Biden is getting, that he even has a shot at Montana. So here's my prediction. Right here, Texas, I believe, will go to Donald Trump, and Montana will also go to Donald Trump. So in this episode, the two states, Montana and Texas, I believe that they will go to Donald Trump. That is my projection. So, right now in this series, we have done 3 states. We have done Montana, Alaska, and Texas. So Donald Trump currently leads 44-0. Pull up another map here, and we will mark Donald Trump's lead just so I can save it. So, I project that Texas will go to Donald Trump, and that Montana will go let's leave it blank for a second, and it will go to Donald Trump. let's blank the other states just so it'll be a clear indicator that the results for right now. So yeah, these states, Texas is going to be very close. Montana's not a swing state, but it will be pretty close. But I believe that it will go to Donald Trump. But I think a lot of people can agree that it's going to be a lot closer than it has been. Both of these states. But I don't buy that anyone who would say that Montana is going to go to Joe Biden. And I don't buy that Texas will go to him either. But I can agree that both of these states will be closer than they ever have been, and that Joe Biden has a good shot at taking Texas, and even a shot at taking, potentially, Montana, but I don't think he will. And it's not a state, that's worth a lot of delegates, but it is, would be a great pickup for Joe Biden, and a state that I believe will be a pickup for the Democrats in a few years. So let me just take out all these states real quick, then we'll mark it, and then that will be it for this episode. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave in the comment section below which state you want next. I was thinking about going through all the Republican states first, and then going to the Democratic states, and then going to the very close states. But if you guys want me to do it differently, just let me know. And I would be happy to do it that way. But yeah. Just going to leave blank all these states here so that we can mark in our results so far from this series. We have 47 more states to go. I'm hoping, we will most likely get done with this series by about Election Day. So that will be fine. Oh, so yeah. Let's leave blank Hawaii too. So, Alaska we already did. And let's leave blank the state of Maine and Nebraska here. So Alaska, we already did it. I predicted that it will go to Donald Trump. And then Donald Trump will take the state of Texas and the state of Montana. So far in this series, an episode down, 3 states down, Donald Trump has a 46-0 lead. So come back probably Wednesday for this next episode of this series. But come back tonight for another video up tonight. But the next episode of this series will probably air on Wednesday. So thank you guys so much for watching. Leave which state you want down below, and I'll see you guys all later today.